Hello and welcome to episode 2 of the Grow Along series. Hi, I'm Adrienne Bray, and together we are going to learn how to successfully grow our garden plants from seed indoors. I am located in Minnesota, which is in the southern part of the state, but zone 4 parts of the state are also in zone 3. So typically you cannot plant outside until after the first frost, which here is approximately May 11th, sometimes a little later depending on the year. And for Minnesota, being that late, sometimes it's really hard to get good fruit from plants because they have much longer than the approximately 3 months of warmth outside. So starting your plants inside is a really great way to help ensure success for the end of the season. Referring to specifically things like tomatoes, peppers, those are really plants that thrive and need warm weather, and you can't plant them outside this early. Today is April 3rd, 2020, and they for sure would not make it if we planted them out this early. So in this episode, we are going to cover how to sterilize your potting mix. It's super important to do this when you start seeds indoors, or you run the risk of having little tiny bugs fly around your house. Not a good thing in the house. Bugs outside, awesome. Bugs in the house, yuck, gross. We will chat more about beneficial and good bugs when we move outside, because I'm sure that we will come across them because that's where they live, and also they help our plants stay healthy, and some bugs are really good and they will fight off other bad bugs. But in the house, nobody likes little bugs flying around at all. Gross. So the things that we're going to need in order to sterilize our potting mix would be the actual potting mix. Refer to the first episode for different suggestions on types of potting mix. You really want to have a seed starting mix versus just garden soil or potting mix, as I just said, but it's a seed starting. If you don't have seed starting mix and you just have a bag of potting soil from doing potting a flower last year, it will work. We'll just talk about making sure that it is not compacted. So you're gonna need that. You will need some type of a container to put it in so that we can mix the third part, which is boiling water. So if you are a kid and you are following along, which I'm super excited that you are because it's going to be really fun, this is the part that I think you'll want to check with your adult to find out if you're okay to do this on your own or if your adult would like to help you. So make sure you go and ask. Don't just do this on your own because you could get hurt. But we're going to have boiling water, and then like I said, some type of container to put it in, the actual seed starting mix. And then I typically like something to stir it, so just a big spoon, I guess, from the kitchen. Again, get permission. You don't want to use a good spoon and then have somebody be mad at you. But those are the things you'll need. So the next part, we will actually get to go and sterilize the soil. With boiling some water. And I'm going to put it into my container with a cover so that I can shake it up. I was going to hope that there's a size on it. There's not. It's fine. So just find a container, something that you can have a cover, something you can stir, and then you'll add your mix to your container, and then how light and fluffy this seed starting mix is before you add the boiling water to sterilize it. It's kind of awesome. Boil, as they call it in the cooking world. And kids, this is where you're going to want to make sure you check with your adult, because boiling water can really cause some pretty bad burns. But we're going to take this boiling water and then dump it into our seed starting mix to sterilize and kill off any little bug eggs. The boiling water. Alright, so I actually don't measure that much. I just know, because I've done it enough times, that this container is roughly about the right amount. The soil will end up being see all that steam? I don't know if you can catch it, but it's hot. And then, the nice thing about having a cover is we're going to cover it. I'll give it a little bit of a shake. And basically what I'm trying to do is make sure that boiling hot water touches all of the soil mix, the seed starting mix, so that any little possible Hang on tight so you don't spill your dirt everywhere. Your seed starting mix everywhere. I keep saying dirt, but you know what I mean when I say dirt. Okay, so then we're gonna let that sit. We are gonna let it cool all the way down. You do not wanna put little baby seeds into this pot. Like it's hot, you can feel it on the outside. Let it come all the way down to a cool down, and then stay tuned for episode 3 where we get to actually put this seed starting mix in